Okay.
haven't really taken off.
No, that's okay. We all start somewhere. We
Hmm.
all start somewhere. You just got to start.
Yep.
I say all the time, entrepreneurship is a grind. It's not a pretty rosy. It's not like that. It's real. So yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your business. What you're doing right now.
So I'm
Da-
interested in a vegan catering. Um,
Ooh.
I make a mean grits veggie bowl that's out of this world. Vegan cheese, it's just to die for. It's so good.
Well, put me on the taste testing crew. I was vegan for a long time. I'm getting back there, but I was vegan for a very long time.
Yeah.
I love it. I miss
Um,
being vegan. I'm not even gonna lie.
but I love baked goods, brownies, cookies, cakes, all gluten free, and it's with natural sugar,
Mm.
so it's good for you.
There is such a market for you right now. So let me pull this up. The first grant I want to go over then is the AWS one. It's a huge
AWS,
deal.
okay.
Okay, it's AWS, and I have a blog post. You can go into my bio. Actually, I have to add the direct link. I'll add the direct link in a second. But if you go on the website and go to the blog, it's the last blog. But
Okay.
after this, I'll put it in there in my link tree. But
Okay.
AWS is, it's Amazon. It's called Impact Accelerator Black Founders. Um,
Okay.
let's see. It's an 8 week. Okay, accelerate your startup in 8 weeks. It's $225,000, but it's $125,000 cash, which that ain't no monopoly money. That's especially when you don't have a lot of overhead. When you don't have a lot of overhead, that's huge. And then you get $100,000 in AWS credits. And AWS is, well, they have a lot of hosting and things like that, things that you'll actually need. So I was
Mhm.
filling out this application. This is the reason why I'm going live today, is because this thing is due May 13th. Today is May 11th. It's due in
Oh,
2 days.
okay.
It can be done. It can be done. Um, but you just have to get to it. They have a lot of questions, but two of the major components of this one, well, three. You have to have a recorded 60-second pitch. I have some
Okay.
information on my website about pitching, how to pitch when it comes to a grant, applying for a grant. Um, you have to have a 2 minute product video. So there's a
Okay.
huge market for you right now. There's a huge market, especially from you have to be black owned. You either have to be a black woman or you have to be part of the LGBTQ community, but you have to be
Okay.
black owned for this. So it's only going to black owners. You have to have let me see what else they have on here. The 2 minute pitch, the 60-second pitch, um,
Okay.
and then you have to have another 2 minute video, a 2 minute pitch, a 60-second pitch, and a 2 minute product. Um, so let me read some of these questions and I'll give you some ideas on how to answer this.
Okay.
Because it's not just like a straight out application. So, what is your
Hmm.
company's one liner? Your 1 to 2 sentences.
Oh gosh, I just created it last week. Um, we have I represent a clean food pyramid. It's rainbow colored. It's all just fruits and veggies. It's a clean food pyramid. Um, fruits, veggies, grains, nuts, and natural sugar. GMO, organic, certified. way we're supposed to eat from our original roots.
Now you can now that's the line. The way we're supposed to eat. The way we're supposed to eat. And that can just be your one liner, your motto. It can be on your packaging because that translates into so much. Just the way we're supposed to eat.
Okay.
I love that. And then you can go deeper in your about and everything, but that really
Okay.
gives everything. It really explains clean food. It explains everything in that one sentence.
Okay.
um this is another thing that I have to work on with a lot of people is this is the question. Describe the problem you are solving or the business pain you are addressing.
Okay. Every time I go out, especially like with my husband out to dinner, it's so difficult to find a clean vegan meal. Took my mom to Macaroni Grill the other day in Bakersfield. They had the most delicious mushroom ravioli. It was out of this world. But I know they used the milk-based cream.
Hmm.
I could do the same thing with coconut milk. So the problem is, it's just difficult to find a completely vegan meal. Like in Lucille's, I can't eat anything on their menu. They put cheese in their salad.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and so most of them put pieces of bacon in salads, and I'm like, what is
Yeah.
this bacon? I don't eat
I
bacon.
know, right? But then with my brother, I'm like, there's nothing here I can eat. Literally nothing. Not even
Nothing.
to put sugar on the biscuits. So, so my 5-year plan is I'd love to have my own restaurant like Monica Brown because I follow her.
Yes,
But
there's such a
I
need.
got to start small.
There's such a need. Okay, so the next question is, what's your company's core product and service?
So right now, I know I need to start small. So I was thinking of right now, I'll just start with coffee, tea, and baked goods that are all gluten free, sweetened naturally with fruit.
Okay, and my question is, have you done any market research or collected any data to support this
In,
decision?
in the process now, I just
Okay.
finished up the campaign in MailChimp to send out, like doing a survey of what people will like. So
Okay. Now,
it hasn't gone out yet.
I will warn you with those surveys because
Mhm.
because you don't know who your customer is yet.
Exactly.
You are basing that survey, whoever you sent it to is probably people that you know, people from the
Yep.
same background as you, people who have the same core values as you do, people who are from the same socioeconomic background, maybe the same
Yep.
race or same part of the United States. So
Mhm.
your survey is inherently biased. And the data that
Yeah.
you're going to get back is going to be inherently biased, and it may skew you to now more cater to your friends and family, which I
Mhm.
tell everybody is not your, they're not your audience. Your friends and
Right.
family
Right.
is not your audience.
Yeah.
Your friends and family are your friends and family. You could be selling mud pies and they're gonna buy it, but it's not sustainable for a business model. Um,
Exactly.
so, and then they just have a couple more questions. Let's see. Why are you, this is a differentiator. This is something we go over. I do a 3-day intensive where I work with a
Mhm.
business for 3 days and like we
Okay.
grind. It's like 3 to 4 hours every day for 3 days. And we go through your
Nice.
whole business model. And we pull
Okay.
data and figure out what the core product is, what's the best way to get started with your business based on the budget that you currently have.
Mhm.
And the
Okay.
one thing we focus on is differentiators. So the question is, what are you and your team uniquely, I mean, why are you and your team uniquely qualified to solve this problem?
Because there's no bakery in the city of Santa Clarita that exists that's vegan, that's gluten free, that's sweetened naturally. It doesn't exist. Not even in Santa Monica or Los Angeles. I've looked. It doesn't exist.
So why you?
So it's a
Why
niche
you though?
market. I'm sorry. What?
Why you? So,
Oh,
so
why me?
yeah.
Well, um, so I grew. So I'm 61. Grew up in the 60s, and grew up with my mom making two different meals. Because my dad was a vegan for 60 years, so she would make his meals
Wow.
and then make our meals. So that's the way I grew up. Two separate meals. He would always eat vegan. So um, when I became an adult, I said, I really should switch over to being a vegan because it's healthier. And it took me 7 years to give up cheeseburgers, but that's my that's my weakness. And I did, and I feel amazing. I've been able to maintain the same weight. I'm healthy. I'm not on any medication. So this is the lifestyle everybody should be living. But it's hard. Like, where are
Mm-hmm.
the food choices? Does it
Mm-hmm.
taste good? I don't want to eat that rabbit food. Give me something that'll stick to my ribs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be done. It could be done. There's so many ideas out there. I veganize everything.
Yes. When I was vegan, when when I was vegan, I was strictly vegan. I lived in a small town in Monroe,
Uh-huh.
Louisiana. In Louisiana, I'm from Louisiana, and
Okay.
all of that was true.
Yep.
Access, no access
That's
to
where my mom's from. My
yeah.
grandfather was a chef
Where's your mom from?
from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Good Lord, if
New
I
Orleans.
swear to God, if I meet one more person from New Orleans, I was born in New Orleans. From my family's from
Oh
Algiers.
wow.
My family's from
Okay.
Algiers, the West Bank. Everybody that I meet is from Louisiana. We just keep finding each other.
Yep. It's meant
so
to be.
so that's a unique differentiator, and that was part of what I did when I was back home. I used our
Uh-huh.
same Creole spices because the
Yep.
flavor came from the spice blend. It didn't come from the meat. And
Right.
I would like try to learn how to cook my food with that same kind of flavor. So that's a
Right.
differentiator for you, that
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
are used to Creole style cooking and that
Exactly.
flavor blend.
Imagine my mom trying to find that in the 60s. There's only one health food store that she went to all the time. Like, okay, have anything new?
No
Yeah.
Amazon, no Amazon, no golly. I don't know how she made that work.
And this is South Central LA where I grew up. So
Whew.
yeah.
Oh, she did that. Okay, so those are good differentiators. You have a family history.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was the first black vegan I ever met. So to know that there was a
Nice.
black man in the 60s that was a vegan, I'm like, what? I didn't meet any black vegans until I wasn't a vegan no more. But
Exactly.
so that's some differentiators, family history, a local need. But I always try to get my clients to focus on, yeah, everybody knows our that's this is my sister, my twin sister. She everybody knows our food. That's a good differentiator. Yeah, from
Mm-hmm.
Louisiana. You're from a state, your parents from is from a state that know is known for its food. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
great differentiator. Um, your family history, your family background, the local need, but I also want would ask you to focus on broadening your horizons. My goal,
Right.
all most of my clients, they're either veterans or they're black women. And the statistic for women owned businesses is over 50%. I think it's around 60 or
Mm-hmm.
80% now of black women owned businesses never make more than $25,000 a year. So
Yeah.
everything that we do should be to get to the six-figure mark. And one of those ways you
Right.
can do that is to expand your reach. So it's
Exactly.
good that you have the local differentiator, but also focus on a lot of differentiators that will speak to the broader community, or people
Mm-hmm.
who, like me, when I lived in Monroe, Louisiana, I was
Mm-hmm.
looking for I was looking for this service. And I was like, man, I wish I could go to a health food store, a grocery store, and even find a flavorful, prepackaged um, meal, and I know that some people who do keto, they just take the freeze. It's not a freeze dryer. It's the vacuum thing. They prep the
Yeah,
meal. They,
dehydrated.
yeah, no. They suck all the air out of it and seal it,
Okay.
and then flash freeze it, and then they sell it and
Oh
ship
yeah.
it. And they sell it and ship it that way. Also,
Mhm.
I'm sure Whole Foods would love to have a black owned product in their
Indeed.
store. So those are the types of ways that I recommend that you start thinking about your food brand as a larger brand
Mhm.
that the entire market is missing, not just Santa Clarita. The entire market
Right.
is missing.
Absolutely.
It's missing
Yeah.
you. We're waiting on you. I'm hungry right now. This is. Let me
Well,
show you what I'm
this is like
eating.
10 years in the making, and it's like, okay, I just got to do it. Just got,
This is
yeah.
the Sweet Earth pad thai, vegan pad thai
Uh-huh.
with tofu. These little bit of tofu balls. When
Oh,
I
that looks
tell
so
you,
delicious.
it's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not delicious. It is regular. Regular. They didn't finish making this before they put it in there. This tastes
Hmm.
like air.
Oh
It
my
shouldn't taste
goodness.
like this. It shouldn't taste like this. It looks amazing, but some kind of way
Uh-huh.
they missed the mark on this. Which and this is the current state for most grab and go
That's right.
vegans. Unless you're gonna eat
That's
some
right.
fruit, this stuff right
Right.
here, I'll eat it. But no, it's not
Hmm.
delicious. I don't enjoy it. It's very basic. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So
I put the bitchin sauce and the buffalo sauce on just about everything because
that's what I'm
it's made
saying.
from almonds. It's so delicious.
But most people don't even think about that.
Exactly.
So the next one that was AWS. The very
Okay.
next one, and you can jump off anytime. I don't want to hold you up, but you can stay on too. I'm not trying to rush you.
Oh, okay.
The
I'm gonna go back and grab my purse and get in the car.
Okay,
I
awesome.
actually got off at 5:30, so
Oh,
it's good. It's all good.
okay, okay. So the next one is called Fast Break. There's some other people on here too. Oh, Roxanne, I think she
Okay.
left. Um,
Fast break. Okay.
Fast Break is done by LegalZoom, the NBA, and the WNBA. They're
Okay.
offering $10,000 grant and free LegalZoom product of your choosing.
Wow.
So let's go to that. You must have been in business at least 6 months. Now, this one is critical. You must have a business bank account. So we have a checklist. I have a checklist. It's
Hmm.
just a free checklist that's on our website that you can download. And one of the things on there is a business bank account. Even if you don't have if you can't, go get a local bank account, you can always get a PayPal business account. But I do recommend that you just get a business bank account at any bank.
Okay.
You have to have been in business for 6 months. You have to be either LLC, S Corp, C Corp, or sole proprietor. You must have your EIN registration done. You have to have
Yep.
made
Have
at
all
least,
that.
you have to have made less than 11 million. Oh, Daima says she likes my sweater. Thanks, Daima. You have to have made at least less than 11 million. So that puts you out of the running.
Easily done. I love that.
I mean, 1 million, less than 1 million for the business. um,
Okay.
and then not be in a prohibited industry, which is usually like tobacco, alcohol, or something like that. This
Okay.
one is specifically for small business owners, especially those who face obstacles, meaning
Okay.
they are prioritizing women owned businesses. Let's see, entrepreneurs of color, women and low to moderate income small business owners, uh, and immigrants who have historically had limited access to financing for their business. This one is due, and it's a really quick application. This one is not like the AWS, it's a really quick application. It's $10,000, is due May 27th.
Okay.
Then we have the driving small business forward with Progressive. Progressive is working with Hello Alice, which Hello Alice is
Oh yeah.
a yeah, you know Hello Alice?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're great. You can get so many opportunities for grants and business. Hey, Dark Moon Comics.
Well, it's City Hall, so that's what the art people
That's
call
what
City
that's
Hall.
what I thought. I said, look like she's in City Hall.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, so this one is for my Latino owned businesses. This is only for Latino owned businesses, which is awesome because they are another group that historically don't have equal access to capital. They must be owned 51%, at least 51% owned by a Hispanic identifying entrepreneur. And Progressive is giving $25,000 towards the purchase of a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
They have to show that there's a need for a vehicle in their business, like if you do delivery or things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
Latino, and Afro Latino, any of that, all of them qualify. It's due June 17th. You have to have the application in by June 17th.
Okay.
eBay has one with Hello Alice. If you log into your Hello Alice portal, you should click on grants. It'll be to the left, and you'll see these three. eBay is $10,000. There are no specific um, there's no specifics on that one. Let me see what eBay is saying. They have a total of $500,000 that they're giving
Wow.
altogether, but they're giving $10,000. Um,
Okay. But how much do you have to have in your PayPal business account?
there's no there they nothing. So
Okay.
I don't you when I use PayPal, I just use it as a medium, and then I put the
Oh,
money
okay.
into my business bank account. But if you don't have a business bank account and you're just getting started, you can use PayPal in that way.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still use it in that way, and there's no limit or anything. You just open it up and then you just transfer money into it, or
Okay.
be able to
I can
give your
I I
clients.
can open it on Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I recommend you get that checklist from off my
Okay.
website. It's a free checklist, and it just goes through all of the things that you can do as a business that doesn't have a lot of capital that you can spend up front. There still are a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that you can do in the beginning
Okay.
to get you set up to make you look big. So you have Tresta, which is a 1-800 number, and you can
Trista.
list
Okay.
that as your business. It's all on the checklist.
Okay.
You can list that as your business number, and you can put that in the directories for your business. So there are so many
Oh.
different directories, and when people search you and Google you, then that number will come up, so you don't give out your personal phone number, which
Okay.
it is very important, because if you use your personal phone number when they go to extend you business credit, or you go and ask for a credit line, they go and verify that information and they see a phone number that's associated with a personal account, that
Uh-huh.
that makes them not want to give you any credit.
Got
So,
it.
and I'm talking about like net 30s and net 60s. Um, Net 30 mean you have to pay it in 30 days, have to pay it back in 60 days, things like that. So that's
Mm-hmm.
something that you have to have. It only costs
Okay.
$20 a month for unlimited calls. But usually when you first
Okay.
get started, you're not really getting that many calls. So you can get it for
Yeah.
$10 a month. If you're not getting that many calls, but you have secured that number and you can use that number moving forward. Also comes with a
Okay.
mobile app, comes with a portal, all of that, and all of that, and it just makes you look big.
Wow.
Also, your business email address. That's one of the things that you do have to pay for, but all you need to do is get a hosting account that offers free email addresses. I don't think GoDaddy does. I don't recommend GoDaddy as hosting anyway. We're a web design
Yeah.
company. GoDaddy will nickel and dime you to death.
Yep.
So no. um, Go to Just Host or Bluehost. I also don't recommend HostGator. They have had a lot of downtime and a lot of server issues. Just Host, you can even do month to month with them. You don't have to pay the full $200 for your hosting account. You can use your you can just pay month to month and secure your domain name even if you're not ready for a website. Your www dot whatever your business is.com, it's like $12 for a year. Go
Okay.
ahead and secure that if you haven't secured it. So these are all the upfront things that you can do that will make your business look big. Also, now you have stuff like Linktree. You know, you can connect your website to Linktree and have that so that you can prioritize what people are looking at. But we do have that checklist, and that's just a beginning checklist, but we have checklists that go through every stage of your business development. What we usually do is we in the beginning we focus on the business model and really understanding who the customer is, how they want to be spoken to. You know, you run, that's what you say, you're doing surveys, and that's good. And social media campaigns, putting out different types of content to see what does my customer like, how do they like to be talked to. I'm working with a artist, a painter, and he's a older guy, but his work is amazing, and he may not necessarily want to be in front of the camera. So what we have to see is, does your customer want to see you in front of the camera talking, or do they just want to see you painting? And can we use
Mhm.
different versions of that to drive traffic to you so that they can make the purchase? So there are a lot of different stages, but you want to be intentional with every stage. And since you are a small business, you want to keep that overhead under control in a way that's not really taught to us. Because
Mhm.
I mean, my mom has a master's degree in business, and
Wow.
but I've been in business since 2014. And when she operates with me, she gets to see this is the actual application. And I am a Black owned business. I cannot operate the way that they have taught you to operate, because what they teach you is profitability in 3 years. We can't do that. Black owned businesses, we cannot do that. We do not have equal access to capital. We need to make money right now. And we
Yeah.
need to make decisions that's going to get us to profitability like that.
Mhm.
So what we do is we put a little bit in, we make a little money, then we take that money, put it back in, and make a little money until we get to a certain point where we can make those large decisions. But the ways around, to navigate around that really haven't been taught to us. The only way I know is because all of my clients are business owners. So all the hundreds of women that I work with, I've had to do a lot of navigating. And because myself, I've been in business since
Wow.
2014, and I've had to navigate around certain capital issues, or how to reach my customer without having to spend 30, $40,000
Yeah.
up front. and
Mhm.
and there is a way, you just have to be strategic about it.
Right.
So
Okay.
but you do need money. I don't want to, like, because somebody's like, well, how can I start a business with no money? You can't, baby. Go to work. Just go back to work, get some money. And I well, you were at the College of the Kings thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's my whole thing is, don't quit your job.
Right.
Baby, don't quit your job
It's
yet.
paying the bills.
It is your funding source. You more than likely cannot go to the SBA and get $100,000 loan. Let's be
Right.
honest about that. And while we can be upset about it, because yeah, is that messed up? Yeah, that's messed up. Also, we got to move on and get into the solution. No, we can't do that, but what can we do? And focus on those things. And then eventually, because for Black owned businesses, we have to prove that our businesses are viable, as opposed to Silicon Valley and those people. They don't have to prove anything, they just have to come up with a rudimentary idea and they can get funding. But we know that doesn't apply to us. So how can we make ourselves profitable? How can we operate outside of those systems but still have a successful business and quality of life?
Right.
So this is one way. Get these grants. Get these grants. So you're on Hello Alice. I will DM me your contact information
Okay.
and I'll send you an invite to our Mighty Networks group, which is an internal private group for all of my clients.
Okay.
And you'll see some of the information, like we have Level Up Club, which you're not a part of. So you'll just see mentions of it. You won't see the other parts. And then you'll
Okay.
see some of the 3-day intensives. But we do provide a lot of information on different types of grants. And you'll get to see the progress that other ladies are making. A lot of the people are here in Santa Clarita,
Nice.
mostly
That's
black women. Um,
okay.
we have two or three guys that are in LA, but mostly black women, and just how the challenges that they're facing and how we're overcoming those things.
Hmm.
I can't wait until the statistics are out, but just listening to NPR and a lot of the things that happened during the pandemic, a lot of black women started businesses during
Hmm.
the pandemic. A lot of people that live in the projects were able to start businesses
Yep.
and able to elevate themselves using social media and things like that without having to have such a huge overhead, and learning how to keep the overhead down, how
Hmm.
to have worldwide customers and use social media as the platform to get around the gatekeepers that you used to have to go through for your industry. So
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
can't wait until that comes out fully. Um, but yeah, that's all I wanted to get on here and say.
Oh,
Send
awesome.
me,
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I jumped on. I was like, wait, should I?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad I did.
yes.
So
It's
yeah. Yeah,
inbox me.
I'll send you my contact information.
Okay, cool. I'm about to leave in a second. I'm about to this my ride right here. I,
Oh, I love it.
I'm
I
about
love
to
it.
get on the trail. I filled up my
So
son's
cool.
car last week, and I said, mm-mm, there ain't no way, ain't no way. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not. I can get on the trail and I can get here in like 30 minutes. No. Oh, I think it's my earbuds are on. Okay, I can hear you. But yeah, thanks to everybody who joined. Thanks to everybody who joined. And I look forward to meeting with you. I have a scheduling link where we can sit down and really chat. Awesome. All right. Okay, thanks, Rachel. Bye. Oh, we still have oh no. I did the wrong thing. Okay. All righty. $280,000 grants. Business grants available. Period. Visit our website for the full blog and shoot your shot. Period. Hashtag Santa Clarita, hashtag small business, hashtag Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Chance of passing. Why I just said this on my live, period. You could be selling mud pies and your family and friends will buy it, period. But this is not sustainable for a business, period. Also, they may not be in the market for mud pies, period. Stop forcing them to buy your mud pies, period. Those is not on topic. I'm delete it. I'm going to delete it. I know you lying. Uh, oh Lord, I'm still on this live. And